Welcome to part 2 of my Egypt series. Our flights got cancelled, our scuba diving got cancelled not once but twice, and our luggage broke open at the airport. Everything that could go wrong did, and yet it was a wonderful trip. In part 1, I covered Cairo, Suleimania, and Alexandria. We are on day 6 of our trip to Egypt and we are now in Luxor. So, after checking into a hotel, we had lunch at KFC and headed for a boat ride on the Nile. The weather was pleasant and we saw the sun set as we were sailing across. The next day, we woke up at 3 a.m. for a hot air balloon ride. The entire group was so excited. We weren't sure how it would turn out and if we would be the only balloon in the air, but it was magical. There were at least 200 people who had gathered for this amazing experience. We saw the balloons get fired up and float into the air. When it was our turn, the excitement was palpable. All 18 of us were in a single balloon. Our pilot flew the balloon 1500 feet above ground level. We flew with the colorful balloons as our backdrop and soared above the Nile. We got a bird's eye view of ancient landmarks. Our daughter was 6 years and 2 months at the time of travel, which is why she was allowed on the balloon. Children below 6 are not allowed. The Valley of the Kings is a legendary underground burial site of the pharaohs. You can explore elaborately painted tombs, including the famous tomb of Tutankhamun. From there, we headed to the world's largest religious site, Karnak Temple. The best time to visit is at opening, which is around 6 a.m. in the morning. To avoid crowds and heat, plan for at least 2 to 3 hours on site with sturdy shoes, water, and sun protection because you will need it. The next day, we left for Hurghada early in the morning. We checked into the Blend Aqua Club Resort. It had 2 large pools on the property as well as private beach and water park access. We stayed in Hurghada for 3 nights and 4 days. We gorged on all-inclusive buffet meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is where the group finally got to relax and just soak in the sun by the Red Sea. We would wake up in the morning, go for breakfast, then head to the beach to see some fishes right by the coast. We would then eat lunch, rest for a bit, and then head to the water park. After getting fresh and dressed, we would head for dinner and then a live show organized by the resort. We caught a belly dancing show on the first night and a man who played with broken glass and metal swords on the second night. On our third day in Hurghada, my husband, daughter, and I stepped out for a city tour. We were scared about facing a communication barrier because not many Egyptians speak English. But our Uber driver not only spoke perfect English, but we also booked him for a couple of hours to take us around Hurghada. He went out of his way to show us the different sides of Hurghada like Marina Hurghada, Mosque Elmina, and Family Beach too. The marina was a breathtaking sight with upbeat cafes and restaurants that offer a variety of cuisines, including Indian food. We had a cookie there that is a must try if you visit the marina. The group was supposed to go for scuba diving, but it got cancelled twice in a row due to rough waters in the Red Sea. Because our return flight was from Cairo, we returned from Hurghada to Cairo. We had one extra day in Cairo before we flew back home. We used that to go shopping at Hyper Mall in the afternoon and Khane Khalil, a vibrant night market in the heart of Islamic Cairo. So we had booked Kuwait Airways in and out of Cairo. However, because of the war between Iran and the USA, our tickets got cancelled in the last week of April. But because we had our hearts set on going to Egypt, and this plan has been 2 years in the making, coordinating the dates of the 18 of us, we decided to go with the cheapest flight we could get, which was Air Arabia while going and Qatar Airways while coming. We got these tickets 15 days before we were supposed to fly at double the amount. So if you enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment. You can also subscribe to my channel. You can write to me on this email address to get help with your itineraries.